Hello students, welcome to Siddhapur Mathematics Academy. So in the today's class, I will give you the properties of definite integrals. Already you are familiar. These properties are very important for 6 marks. They can ask these questions, any one question with an example. If the property is small, they will ask a lengthy question. If the property is big, they will ask the small 1 line or 2 line question for 6 marks in part E. And it is a fixed question. Either it comes in 49A or 50A. And why we are studying this property? If you study the property, you can solve the example in easiest method. So in the easiest method, by applying a property, we can solve the examples in very short method. So I will explain the properties one by one. The question comes like this: prove that the first one is integration from a to b f of x dx is equal to a to b f of t dt. So let us start with the left side. Write down the proof. Write down the LHS, that is integration from a to b f of x dx. Already you are familiar with the substitution. So how you are writing? Put x is equal to t. Whenever you are applying a method of substitution, we have to differentiate. Dx is equal to dt. And in this equation, if x is a, then what is t? T is also a, because x is equal to t. If x is equal to b, then t is equal to b. So the given integration is written as integration from a to b f of t dt. That is nothing but RHS. So totally how you write the property? Integration from a to b f of x dx is equal to a to b f of t dt. And what about this property? The property tells you what? See, in some examples when we are solving, the property tells you indirectly tells you like this. Suppose if you have the example integration from 1 to 2 sin x into dx. For our convenient, we can write like this: sin y into dy. That variables, only the variable we will change. Or see, if it is integration from 0 to 3 x square plus x plus 1 into dx. For our convenient, we can change the variable, only variable, y square plus y plus 1 into dy. Like this we are applying a first property. Yes. Moving to the second property. Moving to the second property, that is second one, prove that integration from a to b f of x dx is equal to minus b to a f of x dx. In particular, integration from a to a f of x dx is equal to 0. See here, first here the proof. Now the proof is little bit different. Write down, let capital F be an antiderivative of f. Then by the second fundamental theorem, of calculus, we have integration from a to b f of x dx will be upper limit after integration. First, after integration, we have to write upper limit and lower limit, f of b minus f of a, and here I took minus common, it will be written as f of a minus f of b. You know that this is the upper limit, b comes here, this is the lower limit. You can write it in the reverse order also. Now when you apply integration for here, see a is the upper limit and b is the lower limit. So what is the property then? The property is like this. Integration from a to b, f of x dx is equal to minus b to a, f of x dx. That means what the property tells? The property tells you when you change the limits, when you interchange the limits, upper limit and lower limit, the sign of the integration will change. If it is a plus, it changes to minus. If it is a minus, it changes to plus. And see, in particular, suppose if you have upper limit and lower limit are same, what happened? In particular, I will explain the next part. In particular, if upper limit and lower limit are same, you will get f of a minus f of a, that is 0. Again, this also gives you one important property. What is that property? In a definite integral, if you have a lower limit and upper limit are same, then without calculation directly you can say that the answer is 0. See here, f of a minus f of a. This is the second one. Moving to the third one, integration from a to b, f of x dx is equal to a to c f of x dx plus c to b f of x dx. And remember, even though a, b, c they are alphabet, but here in this problem c is the value lying between a and b. C is the value lying between a and b. See, again the proof is from second fundamental theorem of calculus, f be an antiderivative. Write down for each integration, write down we have integration from a to b, first one, f of x dx is equal to upper limit minus lower limit, equation 1. Second one, integration from a to c, f of x dx, f of c minus f of a, second one. Next, integration from c to b, f of x dx, upper limit minus lower limit. This is equation 3. So just I applied the fundamental theorem, that means upper limit and minus lower limit. Now adding equation 2 and 3, adding equation 2 and 3, that means left side plus left side is equal to right side plus right side. By adding equation 2 and 3, by adding 2 and 3, integration from a to c, f of x dx plus c to b, f of x dx, right on the right side, f of c minus f of a plus f of b minus f of c, plus f of c minus f of c get cancels. What is remaining? F of b minus f of a. But what is f of b minus f of a? See the integration. It is integration from a to b, f of x dx. Integration from a to b, f of x dx. So this property I will explain when we are solving the examples. So what is the property then? Integration from a to b, f of x dx is equal to, in between a and b we have a c. C is the value in between a and b. Don't go for that alphabet. In general I am telling for our convenient. This is a formula. So third formula. Moving to the important formula, fourth one. We'll rub this on the place. and practice these properties. Fourth one, integration from a to b f of x dx is equal to a to b f of a plus b minus x into dx. See how to remember this integration from a to b f of x dx is equal to integration from a to b f of lower limit plus upper limit minus variable. Lower limit plus upper limit minus variable, important property. So write down, first write down the LHS. Integration from a to b f of x dx. For our convenient to prove the result, let t is equal to lower limit plus upper limit minus variable. When you rearrange, what is x? X is a plus b minus t. And whenever you are applying a method of substitution, we have to differentiate. Dx is equal to a constant, b constant, it is minus dt. And in this, if x is equal to a, lower limit, if in place of x, if you are writing a, what is the answer? See, a plus b minus a. Minus a plus a get cancels, you are getting b or what? Yes. If you write b, then t is equal to a plus b minus b. Minus b plus b get cancels, a is remaining. That means in the place of lower limit a, we have to write b. In the place of upper limit b, we have to write a. So how you write the integration? It is b to a f of a plus b minus t minus dt. That minus comes out. Minus b to a f of a plus b minus t into dt. And in one of the property, just in today's class only, we know that integration from a to b f of x dx. If you interchange the limit, the sign will change. If you interchange the limit, the sign will change. Here I will interchange the limit. At that time the minus changes to plus. A to b f of a plus b minus t into dt. In the next one, I will take the first property, applying a first property. Already you are familiar with first property. What is that first property? Integration from a to b f of x dx will be written as a to b f of t dt. That means we are not going for that substitution. We are completely changing the variable. So this will be written as integration from a to b f of a plus b minus x into dx. That is RHS. Therefore, write on the last one, last conclusion. Therefore, integration from a to b f of x dx is equal to integration from a to b f of a plus b minus x. I told you how to remember. Lower limit plus upper limit minus variable. Moving to the next question, that is fifth one. This is a modified form, that is a in particular form of a fourth one. Fifth one, integration from 0 to a f of x dx. Suppose if you apply the previous property, lower limit plus upper limit minus variable. What is the lower limit? Lower limit is 0. 0 plus a minus x is what? A minus x. It is integration from 0 to a f of a minus x, because the lower limit is 0. Write on the proof. Write on the LHS. Integration from 0 to a f of x dx. Let t is equal to a minus x. Then what is x? Take minus x this side, t on that side. X is equal to a minus t. Dx is equal to minus dt. And in this, substitute the limit. If x is 0, lower limit, then t is equal to a minus 0, that is a. if x is equal to a, then t is equal to a minus a, that is 0. So the given integration is, in place of 0 we have a, here it is 0, f of a minus t minus dt. Take minus outside, a to 0, f of a minus t into dt. Now I am interchanging the limit. When you interchange the limit, the sign will change. Write down, because integration from a to b, f of x dx is equal to minus b to a, f of x dx. Next, integration from 0 to a, f of a minus x into dx. Which property? A to b, f of x dx is equal to a to b, f of t dt. That is RHS. So therefore, write down the property and write it in the box. This is the fifth one. Lower limit plus upper limit minus variable. Moving to the next question. Sixth one. Integration from 0 to a. Sixth one is completed. Seventh. Sixth question. Next one is sixth. Sorry. Integration from 0 to 2a, f of x dx is equal to. See, the midpoint of 0 to 2a is a. It is 0 to a, f of x dx plus a to 2a, sorry, 0 to a only, 0 to a, f of 2a minus x into dx. See, one of the property we know that integration from a to b, f of x dx is splitting as a to c, f of x dx plus c to b, f of x dx. C is what? C is the value in between a and b. So in between means, let us think it is a midpoint. Now tell me, what is the midpoint of 0 and 2a? How to find the midpoint? We have to add the lower limit plus upper limit divided by 2. So the midpoint of 0 to 2a is a. Write down the proof. First write down the LHS. So sorry, split that LHS. We have integration from 0 to 2a. Apply this property. F of x into dx is 0 to a, f of x dx plus a to 2a, f of x into dx. This is equation 1. So here compare this result with the given. Left side is same, don't worry about that. See the first integration 0 to a, f of x dx, that we required in the result, that is balancing. Coming for the next one, it is a to 2a, but in the given result is what? 0 to a. That means whatever the changes, whatever the substitution you are making, that substitution will be in the second integration. On the right side, in second integration we have to make the changes. Because we are comparing, then only we came to know. In the second integral on RHS, let x is equal to 2a minus t, that required in terms of variable. Rearrange this. T is equal to 2a minus x, differentiate because we are doing a substitution. Now in this, if x is, what is the lower limit? Lower limit is a. Then t is equal to, so t is equal to, x is equal to t. Then t is equal to 2a minus a, that is a. If x is 2a, then t is 2a minus 2a, that is 0. Make the correction. See once again, in the second integral on RHS, let t is equal to 2a minus x. So first integration as it is, second one in place of a we have a, in place of 2a we have 0, f of 2a minus t minus dt. Next, plus into minus, this minus comes outside, 0 to a f of x dx minus a to 0 f of 2a minus t into dt. Now I am interchanging the limit. When you interchange the limit, the sign will change. It is 0 to minus changes to plus, f of 2a minus t into dt, because integration from a to b, f of x dx is equal to minus b to a f of x dx. First I applied that. In the next, what I am doing, I am changing the variable. 0 to a f of x dx plus 0 to a f of 2a minus x into dx. So I don't have a place, I will rub this. What is the property then? It is a to p f of t dt. First property. Don't write the property number. So write on the property itself. Because of this property we are writing, and that is the required answer. Correct or what? Therefore, integration from 0 to 2a, yes, this is the property. Moving to the next property. These last properties are very important, because after completing the chapter I will give you the expected questions from this. Moving to the next one, integration from seventh question, seventh property. Prove that integration from 0 to 2a, we have two results here. Seventh one, integration from 0 to 2a. 2 into 0 to a f of x dx. If condition is given, 2a minus x is equal to f of x, and second result is what? 0. If f of 2a minus x is equal to minus f of x. So already just now in the previous result we proved that integration from 0 to 2a. Just go back and see what is previous. 0 to 2a f of x dx will be 0 to a f of x dx plus 0 to a f of 2a minus x into dx. Let us call this as equation 1. Now case 1, condition is given. What is the condition? If f of 2a minus x is equal to f of x. This condition we are using. We are not creating anywhere. It is given in the statement itself. Then equation 1 becomes. So that means 0 to a f of 2a minus x. F of 2a minus x is replacing by f of x. Left side as it is, 0 to 2a f of x into dx. This is 0 to a f of x into dx plus 0 to a f of x into dx. When you add these two, it is 2 into 0 to a f of x dx. See, that gives you the first result. And case 2. Case 2, if f of 2a minus x is equal to minus f of x, then equation 1 becomes. What you will write? it is minus, the middle sign becomes minus. And what is integration from 0 to a f of x dx minus 0 to a f of x dx? That answer will be 0. They get cancelled, the answer will be 0. So, the important property it is 0 to 2a f of x dx is equal to 2 into 0 to a f of x dx, if this is a condition, that is f of 2a minus x is equal to f of x, and 0 if f of 2a minus x is equal to minus f of x. So, one more property is there, that is important property. It is related with even and odd functions. So, in today's class I will stop up to this property. In the next class I will give you the last property, important property, and after property I will start with the examples related with the properties.